Welcome to T2A Crafts. Today, this episode is going to be about making butter. Butter is a very easy, simple thing to do, and it's not all that complicated. So let's cook. First thing you're going to do is you're going to need whipping cream. I usually use 2 of these and a tablespoon of kosher salt, Himalayan salt, whatever kind of salt you want to use. All you do is you pour your whipping cream into your stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer. I prefer to use my stand mixer. You're also going to need a couple of, I have these terry cloth towels, and I'm going to just lock down my stand mixer. Make sure my bowl's on because we don't want that coming out all over. I'm going to cover it up and turn it on. Now, you're going to whip the cream until it turns yellow, and this is going to take a little bit. When it starts to turn yellow, it's going to have like a watery substance, but it's actually real buttermilk that's going to be in the bottom of your bowl. So you're going to do this for about 15 or 20 minutes until it's thick enough that it looks like butter, feels like butter. Then you'll turn it off and you'll drain it. Get as much of the buttermilk out of it as you can, and then put it in your containers, and I'll show you a container. I'll get one of mine right now. This is what your butter will look like when it's finished, and it's really soft, as you can see. You can put this in the freezer. It'll last up to, I'd say, I've had some of mine in there for about 3 months. But it doesn't really last that long because once you taste it, you're going to use it on everything. It's great on baked potatoes, wonderful with biscuits, and it's a lot better for you because it doesn't have all the additives and stuff in it that you get when you have a store-bought brand. So I'm going to pause you. Let this go for 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what the end result is. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time that I download a video, you're notified. Thank you, and have a blessed day. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. I want to show you the buttermilk I was talking about that you get in your bowl. Now this isn't quite ready yet, but I'm going to go ahead and take it off so I can show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see or not, but let me get a spoon. I can show you better with a spoon. And here is white liquid. It's milk. Okay, it's just milk. So what I'm going to do is, so that I don't have it splattering everywhere, because it seems to be doing that right now, I'm going to pour it through my colander. Just dump off the excess milk, and then I'm going to put it back on my stand, cover it up with my towel. This keeps it from splattering all over your counters and making a huge mess everywhere. So then I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to let it go for just a few more minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we're ready to finish the process now. This is what it will look like. It is very creamy, and it has a little more milk in there from mixing it up some more. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to take it and dump it into a colander that you've lined with a sackcloth or cheesecloth or whatever you want to use, and you're going to take your hands and you're going to squeeze the excess. Can you hear it squishing? The excess out, the excess milk, so that you don't have watery butter. Now, after you've got this done, this is where you're going to add your tablespoon, or you don't have to put any salt in it. I like to put a tablespoon because it just gives it a little bit more flavor. So I'll add my tablespoon of salt, and then I'm just going to knead it together until the salt is all combined and all the milk fat is out of it. You can also keep this milk that is in there, put it in a container, put it in your refrigerator, and leave it for about a week. Shake it up every other day or so, and it makes true buttermilk, not the stuff that you get at the grocery. Now I'm going to keep squeezing this until I get all the salt mixed in and as much of the milk fat out as we can get. Now, what I usually do, and I like to do this, is I buy the little containers that you get, you know, the little Tupperware containers. So I have several that I have just for butter and things like that. They are designated for certain things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this up after I get it all mixed up. I'm going to put it into containers. Take a piece of tape and write butter on the top and the date. And then put it in the freezer and take it out. If you're out almost out of butter and you're ready for more, just take it out, let it thaw out a little bit. You do not have to refrigerate. You can if you want. I just leave mine sitting on the counter because it doesn't last that long when you cook with it. But it is so much better for you than the other stuff and I don't mind doing this. Some people are like, oh, well, that's so time consuming. Not really, it's not. Not really. I know exactly what's in here. I know how much salt's in here. I know there's no additives, no preservatives, none of that stuff. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down in my thing, get my containers, because there's going to be two. Get a paper towel and wipe the things off a little bit. And I just buy these little cheap Dollar Tree. You get 4 or 5 in a package. I don't even know how many you get. I can't remember. And I'm just going to divide this up like this. And you don't have to. You can put more than, you can put the whole thing in there. But I just put, so it's got some breathing room and it doesn't, when it freezes, it's not making a big mess. And this is how you make butter. This is the way that they make butter. It's really simple. It's really good for you. There's not a lot to it. You can turn your mixer on unless you have a hand mixer. You can turn your stand mixer on and go do other things while you're making it, and it's not that complicated. I hope you try this recipe. Let me know what you think if you try it. And we appreciate your coming to the channel. I'm going to try to do a couple craft items, maybe later on this afternoon. And I think we're going to do a St. Patrick's Day gnome and I don't know what else we'll do. We'll do something. But we'll have some more videos for you and some more interesting things, and hope you have a great day. God bless you.